Good morning, guys. How we doing? What up, Costa? Good morning, y'all. How's my second favorite streamer? I'm doing well. How are you? All right. Where did we leave off yesterday? Let's see here. I readjusted to this keyboard. Let's get this over here again. Put that like down over here or something. I don't know where to put it. All right, so we did enums 3, so we're on enums 4. Let me pin that. And let's bump this up a little bit. There we go. So this is enum 3. Oh, there is no enum 4. Nice. Okay, so where do we go next? We go to strings. I think this needs to be, if I remember correctly, something like this. Oh my god, why is this so hard? There we go. Basically a full-time Rust programmer. Winnie. Alright, so we have, try not changing this line. So we have a string. Is that, do we just, it's like one of these guys here. What up, Purplish? What up, very dumb dev? How are we? On to strings 3. Oh. Remove white space from both ends of a string. All right, let's see if we have input dot. This like hover doc placed itself at the worst spot. Trim. Yeah, okay, so that should be good. So it returns a string slice. Oh, I'm feeling so rusty today. You should give Scala 3 a try. I think if I had to write a JVM language, I would probably try Scala. But I'm also glad that I don't have to deal with the JVM. So input dot compose me. Add world to the string. I need that to not be like that. So our concat. Is that gonna work? That's not right, right? No, that's not how we do that. Oh my god, I need this to... yeah. There we go, that's better. Have you been on any podcasts? I have been on a couple podcasts. I've been, let me see if I can find it. I don't think either of them are posted yet. Let me finish this exercise and I'll go look for those. But I can also just tell you my story, or you can just ask me questions too. I'm more than happy to tell you. What am I supposed to do for this again? Compose. It gets a string and just adds world to it. I don't know how to do anything with strings yet. Okay, I'm actually gonna switch back to using my other keyboard this morning. Just because I want to be a little bit more productive than fiddling with my keyboard this morning. I feel like I'm spending more time thinking about my keyboard than I am Rust, and so we're just gonna use my old reliable while we do this. Alright, let's go to this. Let's pop this open. Alright, here we go. Did we get the crab rave? Let's fucking go. Alright, let's go figure out how to do string stuff with Rust. Rust strings. Oh, my scroll is backwards. I want to hear from the beginning to your story. All right. So my story is I started writing code when I was like 12 or 13. I took a Visual Basic 6 course in middle school. And kind of got sucked in from there. I can do a push string. So yeah, I took Visual Basic 6 course. And then, hold on. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think. Is that right? Is that a valid? I don't think that's valid. I don't think Rust Analyzer is working right now. I'm just gonna right quit out and we're gonna kill this one too. When were you 12? I was 12 a long time ago. How many years ago? How many years have I been writing code? 19 years since the first code I wrote. I'm 31 now. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so I took that Visual Basic 6 course, and then I started dabbling with like JavaScript and web stuff. I took a web design course in high school, and from there, I started writing a lot of Lua, actually. Weird enough. I wrote a bunch of World of Warcraft add-ons in high school in Lua, and then I knew I wanted to go to college for comp sci, so I applied to one college, and that one college was good old Mansfield University of Pennsylvania. Joke of a school. Their website's not even loading. That's really good. Oh, I almost just doxed my location. That was good. You would think I'd learn by now. So just in this tiny ass town in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, like literally the school's like built on a mountain. Right here. And so I went to school for comp sci, and I've told this story on stream a couple times, so I'm gonna keep I'll do the abbreviated version. When I was applying to school, and my freshman year, Mansfield had like a okay computer science program. Nothing to write home about, but like still decent, right? Like you could get a decent comp sci education. By the end of my first year, it had completely fallen apart. A professor retired, another professor went out on medical leave because of cancer, and then the head of the program, who was responsible for like really designing it and make it what it was worth, got arrested on campus by the FBI for selling child pornography on the dark web off a Tor node on the school's computer labs. So then the CS program fell apart. We got a bunch of really shitty professors that were not CS professors. And I basically got really lucky that State Farm, for whatever reason, hired business and engineering interns from our school. And I landed that internship as a sophomore and interned with them basically every year till I graduated. They gave me a full-time job. I went to write enterprise Java and JavaScript at State Farm in Phoenix, Arizona. I did that for a year and a half. I got screwed out of a raise. So I went to go get a job offer to like force their hand to get my raise. I ended up getting a job offer that doubled my salary, and I moved back to the East Coast. I then worked for a company called Visionist, who is a defense contractor for the NSA. And then I did NSA, FBI, CIA, DIA work for 4 years, 4.5 years, something like that. And from there, I went to work at Formidable, which is where like Ken Wheeler and a bunch of previously prominent JavaScript open source people worked. Did that for another 3.5 years, and then I've been jumping startups ever since. Would you have done it any different today? Probably not. I think I did pretty good. I played my cards pretty well for the hand I was dealt. I wish I would have got a better CS education, because I'm basically self-taught. But beyond that, I think I did pretty well. I don't think push string is a function. I think I would have to... How would I do that? There's not like a good... It seems like I could go like this, to string, and then I could do push string, And there we could do world. Do that. I don't know what the consequences of that are because we're going from a string slice to a... I guess that does some sort of allocation. Are we doing something wrong here? What would be the optimal path, in your opinion, to get into computer science programming for all the 13-year-olds in chat? I don't know how many 13-year-olds we have in chat. Oh, we're in ads too. Ah, okay, so that's mutative and doesn't return itself. So we would say let stir equals that, and then we would do something like this. Stir dot push string hello or world. Like that. What does this return? Oh, right. All right, so that worked. Is there a better way to do this? This feels weird. What would the optimal path be? I think that depends on where you're at in the world and what kind of opportunities you have access to. I'd say if you're a 13-year-old in the US, start learning like JavaScript, honestly. There's never been more resources available to learn programming. I'm gonna see if there's a better way to do this. There's never been more resources available that are high quality to learn programming. So like, yeah, I would say honestly just start learning and start building and see where you're at when you're 18. And I feel like college is a tough, I think comp sci programs are good, but I also don't think it's the only way in. You'll definitely have an easier time getting a job, going through a comp sci program. Yeah, I agree with Ryan. Oops. Is there a more idiomatic way to write this code? All right, ChatGPT, calm down. We have a format macro. So we would do a format string, and then we just give it input. It takes a string slice. Nice. Dig it. Okay, so we now go to strings 4. All right, okay, here are a bunch of values. Some are strings, some are string slices. Your task is to call one of these two functions on each value depending on what you think each value is. That is, add either string slice or string before the parentheses. All right, we'll say this is a string slice. And we'll say this is also a string slice. This is a string. To owned is probably a string. Into a string, I'm guessing. Expected. Oh yeah, because we called toString, obviously. Dumb. Format, we just saw returns a string. String slice from. I'm guessing this is a string slice. Trim probably returns a string. Oh, this was a string slice. ToString. This is probably a string. And two lowercase is probably a string slice. Nope. String. Boom. Are these all mutating? Some of them are, I would assume. Like, I think the ones that operate on the string slices mutate. Your name sounds familiar. I don't know. Do you follow me on Twitter? Or have you caught some of my YouTube videos or something? No, I don't do any video game streams. No, you're all good. Okay, what's next? Modules 1. All right. We got a sausage factory. That was easy. Yeah, things up. You can bring module paths into scope and provide new names for them with the use and as keywords. Fix these use statements to make the code compile. Finally submitted my building permit application. Is that for the beach house, Ryan? I have a freaking mosquito bite on my shoulder. It's so itchy. I'm going under the radar. I don't know what that means. Are you like as how do we call this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, yeah. Hopefully they don't. That would be freaking lame if they did. Not found in delicious snacks. So this should be... I'm pretty sure they wanted this to be veggie, and they wanted this to be fruit. That seems like what we want. I actually don't... Favorite snacks are delicious snacks, fruit. Yeah, no, this seems right, doesn't it? Pub const. Or did we... I have no idea. There's no backseating rules. Obviously, just don't like throw the answer out right away. But if I'm struggling, like I'm totally fine with getting some help. Yeah, I'll take hints. Oh, that looks like it was right. I just had to throw pub in front of it. Okay, that was easy. So I can, like, re-export by throwing the pub keyword in front of things. Yeah, I can. Nice. All right, so now we're on to module 3. Is that cheating? I don't know why I'm not getting squigglies in my editor unless like it's... Okay, so that's how we do that. We import from the standard library time, and we get system time and the Unix epic. hash maps. We're going to go through hash maps, and then we're going to do some work setting up our client project. And then we'll come back to this. My foot's so asleep. I was just sitting on my foot. A basket of fruits in the form of a hash map needs to be defined. The key represents the name of the fruit, and the value represents how many of that particular fruit is in the baskets. You have to put at least 3 different types of fruits. Sure. Okay. We need to make a hash map. Okay, we want to do this basically. Yoink you. And we'll come down here, throw that there. And I think we could annotate this, but it's probably gonna get inferred. Yeah. We'll say I like raspberries. And one more. We'll say apple. To your neighborhood home. All right. We're collecting different fruits to bake a delicious fruit cake. For this, we have a basket which will represent in the form of a hash map. The key represents the name of each fruit we collect, and the value represents how many of that particular fruit we have collected. 3 types of fruit, apple 4, mango 2, and lich, are already in the basket hash map. You must add fruit to the basket so that there's at least 1 of each kind and more than 11 in total. We have a lot of mouths to feed. You are not allowed to insert any more of these fruits. What up, Tim T? Curious what your motivation is to learn Rust. I don't know. I've always been interested in Rust and haven't had a good opportunity till now. And I've got a bit of a holding pattern before I can start my next project completely. So I figured this would be a good chance to start learning Rust. Ah, okay, so we don't need to... Nice. Okay. Well, that's really easy. The F in if/for is beautiful. Yeah, I love cursive ligatures or cursive fonts. If you move the vec, it will put the array on the stack without an allocation. Nice. So vecs are always heap allocated then. I assume hash maps are also at least partially heap allocated. If you step into type declaration, I can't get to that base hash map. Or did I just get to it? All right. Yeah, I figured. I've never done any low-level languages before. Like I've never written any C or C++ or had to manage memory or anything. I haven't really done very much systems programming. I've done some like socket and file descriptor stuff over the years, but nothing really beyond that. This is kind of my first step into that world. A list of scores, one per line of a soccer match is given. Each line is of the form team name, comma, team name 2, team 1 goals, team 2 goals. Okay. You have to build a scores table containing the name of the team, goals the team scored, and goals the team conceded. One approach to build the scores table is to use a hash map. To you. All right, so we make a vec of string slices. We have team 1's name, team 2's score. Okay, this is fine. So we're gonna come in here and we're gonna say scores.insert. Why can't I get... Why can I not get that autocomplete on there? I feel like Rust Analyzer is not running in these files. They must have it configured so it doesn't let me cheat. So it's going to be something like scores.insert, and the key is going to be the team name. So it'll be team1 name, and then we need a team struct, which is going to have goals scored, which will be team1 score. And then we need, I don't know if that's a semicolon or a comma. Goals conceded will be team 2 score. Oh, right. That was supposed to be conceded. And then we do the same thing and we insert for the, let's just move this here. Move that up. Yank it. Come down here, do the same thing. This will be 2, 1, replace 2, find 2, replace 1. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Those do need to go before those. I'm silly. Oh, this is great. This is really good. Thank you. Let me throw that in my dev resources. That's good content right there. All right, so we insert to 2, we put a team in, scored, goals conceded, team 1. For team 1 score, and team 2 score. That seems like it should be fine. And we're failing the test. Validate team 1 scores. Oh, I see. I see what I'm supposed to do. Good morning, Yukins. Okay, so we actually have to see if these teams already exist in the hash map. So let's go ahead and say for team 1, if scores.contains, and I think we had to pass a reference to team 1 name. We say we get, what should we get? The current value. So we should be able to get like let, I don't know, let's just say record equals scores dot get. And we'll say team one name. Hold on, let me see how they do this down here. Get. Yeah, okay. They use a string slice. What is this? Is this a string slice? No, this needs to be a string slice though. I wonder if I can destructure this. The entry API on the hash map. Okay, so let's look at that. Hash map, entry. I'm not getting like autocomplete right now in my editor. I don't know if Rust Analyzer is freaking out or what. All right, here we go. There we go. So we want to look at the entry. Gets the given keys corresponding entry in the map for in-place manipulation. Ah, we like that. That's exactly what we want. Let record equals entry, and we get, does that take a string slice here? Probably. And then we can say record dot goals scored plus equals team one score. And then this will be goals conceded. And that'll be team two score. And then we have to do like an else here. We do basically this bit right here. And then we copy that block. We could make a function to do this, but it's fine. I don't care. We'll take this now, yoink that, go over that, paste that, delete this. Thank you, Yukins. Appreciate you. And this is gonna be S, this is 1, 2, so it's G, find 2, replace 1. All right, that seems like it's close. No field on type. Oh, I have an entry. I wonder if how do I get... Hey there. Oh, and modify. We can take a function. Or insert. Oh my god, it's so good. That's such a good API. Oh my lord. And modify, and the syntax for this is weird, where we get entry. Winnie Marie. On my what was the syntax for that? Lambda. Oh, there's no arrow. There's just a function body. Cool. I like that. My eyes. And these will be record entry /g, and then or insert. And this will be this guy right here. Then we can get rid of this elf block. That's so good. That's so good. I love that syntax. It's such a good API. Oh. You don't need the brackets for single expression. Wait, what brackets? These are not single expression though, are they? Or are you just saying as a matter of fact? Expected string. Is that on contains or entry? Okay, so that needs to be a string and not a string slice. Oh, you're right. I can get rid of the check. That's so nice. I love that API. All right, so we're still failing everything. Very good. Do I have to return the entry? No. Is this mutable? This is a mutable team. What's this one returned? Self. Yeah, I shouldn't need to return it. What are we doing wrong here? Oh, it worked? That was weird. What makes async Rust not fun? Alright, we got quiz 2, and then we're gonna spend maybe 30 minutes doing more project setup for the client project I'll likely be taking on. I'm gonna throw my mug on the charger too. Mosquito bite. All right, we're on our quiz here. This is a quiz for the following section: strings, vex, move semantics, modules, and enums. Let's build a little machine in the form of a function. As input, we're going to give a list of strings and commands. These commands determine what action is going to be applied to the string. It can either be uppercase the string, trim, append. Okay. The input is going to be a vector of it's a tuple. Sure, the first element is a string, the second one is the command. Great. Let's get this bread. Can you show link of your new keyboard? Yeah, I should actually go back to using the other keyboard. I feel more awake now, and I'm in the zone. So we're going back. We're going back to the Moonlander. But here's the Moonlander. I'll get you a link here in a second. But here's the Moonlander. I've got it modded, so I've got painter's tape and foam in the inside of it, and then I replaced the keycaps, or not the keycaps. I want to replace the keycaps. So if anyone knows where to order keycaps for Moonlander, I would love a link. Specifically, I know I can order keys for the normal part, but the thumb cluster keys, if anyone knows where somebody that sells the thumb cluster keys, I would appreciate that on the Moonlander. I'll bring up, oh yeah. Yep, we started learning Rust yesterday, actually. As I'm waiting, I'm probably gonna get to work on a client project on stream. I just have to get approval from Vercel to do moonlighting or side work. Hopefully that comes through today. All right, let me get my, let's see here. We can pull up key map because I cannot remember my layouts perfectly. So we're just gonna pin this and keep this like, I don't know, up here. Okay. It does not sound as good as my other keyboard. I will be the first to admit that. It's not nearly as stocky. Let's see here. I use Glorious Panda switches in both of my keyboards. What up, Frederico? All right, let's see here. So we have this command struct. We transformer, complete the function. Are there tests down here? Transformer takes a vec of tuples. I don't even know how I'm gonna type this. This is gonna be something like a vec of what does into return? I'm guessing that returns a string to a command. Oh wait, that's not how we do that. How do I type a vec? I guess it's a vec of tuples. How do I, is tuple type syntax just like this? Where it would be like this and then like this? I can't remember. And transform is going to return a string, I think. TU. Oh, I see the problem. I was missing that. Okay, great. Ah, we're not returning a string. This is going to be a vec. I guess it's going to be the same. Well, it should just be a vec of string. Right? Are using two U keycaps for the thumb cluster or just switching the main keycaps? I don't know what the U is. So here we want to match on command and we'll get that. That's, oh man. We want to match on uppercase. I guess I have to do command. And it's a fat arrow, if I remember correctly. Can I just do panic? Yeah. And we'll say to do. Command, and then we'll go down to trim. And we'll do the same thing where it's a panic. And again, to do. And finally, the other one is command dot append. All right. I love pattern matching. Good morning, Trash Puppy. There's a to-do macro. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Can I just do that? Oop. Nice. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, so when we uppercase, we're going to say we have a mutable reference to our output, so I should be able to do output dot what do we have on this thing? God, I hate that Rust Analyzer is putting my docs like, I hate that it's putting this over top of my function names. Like, that is so annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that. Does anyone know how to fix that? that the right syntax? I've seen people use that into syntax a couple times. All right, what are we supposed to do with what are we supposed to do with append? Append bar to the string a specific amount of times. Oh. So we want to, there was like a repeat. Creates a new string by repeating a string n times. Okay, so we were gonna repeat, I think we can do something like that. Is this how we did this before? This returns the string. So we can do like a format, and this will be string that, and in here we'll do that. Just like that. What do you return? I think we just do that. Something like that. All right, what's this saying? Expected semicolon, expected expression item. There we go. One thing I want to possibly change is my VS Code, or not my VS Code, Jesus Christ. My Vim layer. I kind of want it in a different spot. Because I kind of want to move... let me show you what I'm talking about here. I want to be able to jump around my diagnostics a little bit more ergonomically. So right now, if I hold my pinky down over here, we go to this layer, and then I'm jumping around my diagnostics, pressing, what is that, U and I? Yeah. I think I want to move this such that these are right here, and these all do next. So it'd be next warning, next error, next diagnostic. And then if I hold something else, it would do the opposite direction. But I'm trying to think about how that would be ergonomic. So pressing pinky there takes me to my Turing layer. Down there takes me to the system. That's just like my pinky to there is kind of an awkward keystroke. So I'm thinking about what if we put it, that's a little bit less awkward. Or I could go there. That's not that awkward. You could put... Could do something like that. That's not so bad. Maybe that's not so bad. I still don't love that. It doesn't feel good going there. Dogs are out in the living room. Winnie, Bodie, Belka. Come here, Bodes. I think Justine's soon home and they're thinking about getting breakfast. They'll be in soon. What do you guys think for this here? I would love to get... I don't love that down there. I could also keep it there. Because my hitting pinky with that hand doesn't feel as bad. I could also do something like... I hardly ever use this escape down here. I could use that. That's still awkward. Let's try that. Got some Goldfinger next. Let's go. All right, so I'm talking about... Let's move this out of the way for a second. Are you using the Moonlander rotated? No. It's... Yeah, I just don't like that pinky activation. So let's say we come into here, modify layout. Something like that. And then we would do on the Vim layer, this would be we'd want to swap that with that. And then we would need a way to why can't I edit that? Can I have multiple macros on a single key? Combos let you match together several keys together and send a keystroke when you let go. Because I want something like because I want this to be like here, hold on. Let's rename this. So this would be next error. And then this will be next warning, which we have to edit this macro. Instead of this being D, this needs to be E. Yeah. And then this would basically be the same thing. We'll send a macro. And the first key will be, what was it? Bracket, yeah. And this is next warning. So let's see how that feels. Dr. Love Wizard, I'm not sure if you're still in here, but I still listen to Rodeo Ruby Love all the time from that concert we went to back in the day in Bloomington. I love that fucking album. I put that album on all the time. What are the key shortcuts to go to the next error morning in Vim? I think they just added them with NeoVim .10, 0.10, that bracket D is by default jumps to the next diagnostic. I had that before NeoVim 10. Face off Ocean Avenue. In fact, I'm gonna play some Rodeo Ruby Love. Rodeo Ruby Love. I have a picture of me somewhere skanking a full wizard costume. Dude, bring it back. It's alright. All right. Where did that browser go? All right, let me see how this feels toggling into that layer now. So now to get there, oh, that's still so weird. That's such a weird reach. I don't like that. Maybe I put it there. That's not terrible. I could also put it here. Or here. Those are like really easy keys for me to get to that feel natural. I don't think I really use tab there ever. So let's try that then. I mean, I guess it's like kind of rotated inwards. I don't know. I think it's pretty comfortable for me right now. I have it vented just slightly rotated inwards, and it feels pretty good minus there's a couple things I know I need to fix, which is what we're working on right now. I also need a better way for selecting next and previous word outside of Vim. I find that I was struggling with that yesterday. All right, so let's come in here. We also need to figure out how to do previous, but we'll figure that out in a second. So let's move, let's get modify, and we're gonna swap you to here. That's not bad. I can go down there pretty easy. I also kind of want to move this. I want to swap you to there because I just don't really, I keep accidentally bumping this when I'm hitting Z and it's like capitalizing stuff. So I think I'm just going to move that there for now. All right, let's compile that layout. I still have to flash it. Like right here, I'm going to flash it. But it's really easy to flash. I don't know if I've ever heard Sticker Bush. I vibe with this though. Okay. Oh, it kind of reminds me of Big Gigantic. I do love me some Big Gigantic. I don't listen to a lot of EDM, but when I do, Big Gigantic. Love a good saxophone. All right, so now that we have that, I want to figure out, I think I probably have to do this combo thing. Let's see how this works. Are you really not going to give me a speed? Okay. So it seems like I need another key. So let's say we go into... where's key map at? Right. Sometimes this gets wonky after I flash it and I have to reconnect it. So if we go into our Vim layer, which is now my ring finger here, that feels pretty good. We can do next warning, next error. That's nice. And if I do, maybe if I do something like this, I can go backwards with my, that changes it to previous. That would be great. If I could do that and we go back to previous instead of next. So let's see if we can get that working. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but so let's say that, or how the fuck do I do this? Yeah, Let me make a combo. Ready? Add a combo. Combo name. We'll say prev diag. Click the keys on the keyboard to the left to indicate which keys you want to press at the same time to trigger this combo. Okay. I literally can't click any keys right now. Why? Bro, what? That's what I'm saying. Dude, I swear if I'm gonna have to toggle another layer, it's gonna be really annoying. No, I haven't fucked around with the lighting at all. Some of my layers have different colors, but I need to... Okay, so it seems like I can't do combos, and I can't... Doesn't seem like I can do... Okay, whatever. We need a... when we press this, this is gonna make another layer. So let's go to another layer. In fact, I wonder if we could just reuse church. No, we can't. What about hopper? Nope, that's not gonna work either. So we need to... Somebody give me a good computer scientist. We could use like Nuth.